Since the very beginning of the time where I started making videos, I've planned on making a video about music and my relationship to it. I even had sort of an outline planned out in which I quoted various lines of verse about music, because I really am that fond of music. But I think I've decided to abandon that model and go and narrow it down to just one quote. A quote that really illustrates how I feel about music. It is from a song called "I Still Believe" by a gentleman named Frank Turner. If you haven't heard of him, look him up. He's awesome. And the line is from the bridge. I still believe that everyone can find a song for every time they've lost and every time they've won. The very first time I heard that line, I loved that song, because it really does illustrate how personal music is to people and how people identify with music in a way that even the artist might not intend. And because it illustrates how empowering music can be, how transformative it can be to your personal mood of the day. I always say that every song I love makes me happy, and it doesn't really matter, but there are songs that make me feel better able to attack the world or to just deal with what's going on. But that particular line of verse is also really demonstrative of a demonstration that took place recently in Oslo, Norway. If you don't love the people of Oslo, Norway right now, you will, hopefully, after hearing that these people who suffered a terrible tragedy last year in the form of an extremist, right-wing, anti-multicultural wacko named Anders Breivik. I probably mangled his name, but I don't care because he's a douchebag. Breivik, who hates anyone who isn't exactly like him and does not have the exact same ideals he does, went on a killing spree, murdering 77 people, many of whom were children, teenagers. And he is completely unrepentant because his killing spree was motivated by his hate of multiculturalism. And in his testimony at his trial, he mentioned a song by Pete Seeger, of all people, and which was made famous in his country by another gentleman whose name I sadly do not know and would probably mispronounce anyway. But and Anders Breivik mentioned this song and how much he hates it and sees it as Marxist indoctrination, because it is a song about getting along with people and appreciating that everyone is people. You know, people are people, like I said. It's called My Rainbow Race. Again, it's by Pete Seeger, and it is a kind of a children's song that 40,000 people in Oslo, Norway, sang while waving roses in the streets of Norway, just shy of where Anders Breivik is on trial, so he could hear. 40,000 people met his crazy and his hate with music, and they found a song for that time, that place where they won against him. So, people of Oslo, Norway, I salute you. You guys were awesome.